LA's hottest restaurant is Damien. LA's hippest restaurant is Damien. Located behind one of LA's chicest alleys and helmed by 3 Michelin star chef Enrique Oliveira. It's known for dishes such as LA's hottest restaurant is
Detroit.
Detroit? No, Detroit with an E.
Detroit.
Located in the back of Damien and helmed by 3 Michelin star chef Enrique Oliveira. This to-go only take on the classic taco stand is known for such dishes as
pis, flauta, tamal y mole negro, taco con chorizo.
I'm sorry, Damien. While your tacos didn't blow me away, I was also 45 minutes late to pick them up. I would go back just for your churro alone, and if times were normal, I'm sure critics would be praising your service and attention to detail. But times aren't normal, are they? Due to no fault of their own, thousands of restaurants we know and love aren't going to be there when the pandemic is over. There is one kind of restaurant, though, if you can call it that, that's really having a moment. That's right. We're talking about pop-ups. Hello, folks. My name is Ori Tom Ravid. I'm a filmmaker and food lover, and welcome to my channel, Radicchio Salad. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about how pop-ups are influencing today's food world while making a smash burger, arguably the most quintessential pop-up food. Pop-up has become an umbrella term for a wide variety of non-traditional food operations. LA has been on the forefront of the pop-up scene for years, but because of COVID, thousands of unemployed professional and amateur cooks alike have turned LA's pop-up scene into a whole new animal. These pop-ups have everything. Fancy sushi boxes, Spanish tortillas, chili oils, Detroit-style pizza, a septuagenarian no-no who makes tiramisu, even 90s-inspired batch cocktails. It's actually really good. It's like way better than you think it is. Then there are chefs like Scott Chacon, Diego Argati, and Susan Kuhn-Levangsa, whose food is incredible and are doing things that nobody else is. If all else fails, they joke, they can always sell cheeseburgers, which, hey, wouldn't you know, that's what we're making now.
Recipe start.
This recipe is for one burger, because you're hideous and alone. You'll need 1 sweet onion, pickles, these condiments, 2 slices of your preferred cheese, a generous half cup of ground beef. If you're vegan or vegetarian, use some kind of impossible or beyond meat situation that you can smash yourself. I don't think a store-bought pre-shaped patty would really work for this. And, of course, buns. So we're gonna start off by making the thing that could sit out around the longest first, and that is the secret sauce. What is secret sauce exactly? Enter the 4 pinnacles of American cuisine. Ketchup, mayonnaise, relish, and mustard, Dijon in this case. I'm gonna start off with 2 globs of mayonnaise, 1 squirt of ketchup, 2 squeezes of relish, and a small gloop of mustard. Throw in a couple twists of black pepper, then mix to incorporate. While the ingredients are incorporating, let's check on Diego. Diego Argati arrives at Katsu Sando to check in with Austin, one of his cooks. He left his sous chef job at one of LA's best restaurants to help take care of his dad. And in the pandemic's downtime, he started his pasta pop-up, Estrano, which means strange in Spanish. You won't find cheeseburgers or fried chicken there, but you will find cheeseburger ravioli and fried quail with bubble waffle. On their second ever night of service, they sold out in an hour. And since then, they've garnered a modest but loyal following as they continue to pop up when they can. Meanwhile, in the communal kitchen of the underground radio station she DJs at, Susan Kuhn-Levangsa makes Lao food, Lao sausages today. With a surprising dearth of Lao restaurants in Los Angeles, Susan took matters into her own hands and learned how to make the food she grew up eating. It's a laid-back operation, unlike Scott Chacon's. His pop-up, Farm Direct, revolves around multi-course packaged meals, mostly made with ingredients purchased directly from farmers, with the occasional trip to the local Thai market. Are his Panchanton grilled game hens going to be done in time for his New Year's feast? There, that looks like it's just about done. Don't be afraid to adjust ratios to your liking. Next, I'm gonna cut the vegetables. The onion and the pickle are really just there to cut through the richness of the cheese and the meat. You gotta get them way thin. And you know, you're an adult, so you eat vegetables on your burger, not plain, like a child. Finally, we're gonna season our beef. I like to start with a pinch of salt and a couple hefty twists of black pepper. Mix to incorporate, cut off a small chunk, and throw it in the pan. If it tastes like it's too salty, add a little bit more meat in. If it's not salty enough, add a little bit more salt. The salt I'm using, don't use it, it's too thick. Take a note from Allison. One of our PAs got the wrong kind, and she will never work in this town again. Okay, now we're gonna turn on the heat to about medium-high. While the pan is heating up, warm your buns topside down, but don't toast them. I want it to be super soft, like something a French monarch would be able to eat. Keeping with the theme of cow, I'm using butter. Don't worry about the smoke point thing. Once the butter stops foaming, I'm gonna cut my meatball in half, I'm gonna drop the balls into the hot pan, and I'm gonna smash. Oh yeah, you like that? You like that? I'm gonna let this cook for about a minute or two, And while we're doing that, let's see what our friends are up to. Scott is a bit behind on his game hens, but none of his customers seem to care.
People being regulars and enjoying the food is awesome. You know, that's the biggest validation that you and I could ask.
Social media has been rightfully criticized for creating damaging hype cycles for restaurants. But in the case of pop-ups, the opposite is true.
One of my customers, I got like a bunch of like sausages for, he's like, oh, I want to get some for like some friends, I want to gift it to them. And I didn't realize that he was gifting sausages to some chef homies. It was really cool to see them like tag me, and they actually loved it. In fact, that somehow it got to them really has introduced me to a lot of other chefs as well.
As California restaurant critic for the New York Times, yes, that's a thing, Tejal Rao writes about ordering from pop-ups. I found the experience revitalizing and intimate. The same person who bought all the produce at the farmer's market also prepped and cooked all the food.
It is really cool to kind of have that intimacy part of food, you know. Once people, I think, appreciate that, the pop-up scene should get bigger. Like, you won't have to do a smash burger, or whatever the new.
On the Diego side of things, for now, making money isn't the goal. He's vegan don don noodles and chow mein with honey baked ham. He's cooking them on Christmas, and he's giving them away for free. As someone recently soberish,
doing something selfless almost gives me the same endorphins that I'll get from doing lines and lines of cocaine. There's a lot of people that need help that aren't going to admit it. Help isn't necessarily money, it's feeling cared about, feeling loved. There was a time where Michael Voltaggio and Jordan Kahn and John and Vinny, fucking Jose Andreas, like I wanted to be them. The souffle is your maker and the lasagna is there for you no matter what. I want to be a lasagna now. I don't want to be a souffle.
I want to be a cheeseburger.
Okay, so I flipped the burger over.
Oh, fuck. There. That's better. As soon as they're flipped, I add the cheese, and I'm gonna put the buns back facing down this time. Once the cheese is melted, you know what to do. We're used to takeout being something you do with your head down. You walk into Sweet Green, get your $40 salad, and poop it out. Through their pop-ups, chefs like Scott, Diego, and Susan are bringing a human element to takeout that perhaps we didn't know we wanted, and inspiring other cooks to pop up in the process. Like Ian de Guzman, for instance, and his skateboarder-centric concept, All True.
Inspirations for All True is probably Diego at Estrano. Pre-COVID, I had this idea that I needed to work in certain places for a certain amount of time to gain credibility of starting my own thing.
I'm not trying to join the train, but this is what I do for a living, so why wouldn't I?
Unfortunately, no one yet knows if said train is fleeting. Yet this tiny moment, fueled by one of the fucking worst things to ever happen, proves that a food scene not driven by hype, but by connection, is possible. And it's encouraging cooks to rethink their old kitchen mentality. Whether LA will become a paragon of community or go full Blade Runner mode, who can say? But we do know that there will always be cheeseburgers. I'll take it. Extra sauce.
Till next time, stay salty.
Amaranto horchata.